Kurt Angle found two young allies in his fight with Aces and Eights.
Doc's got that hammer, but look out, it's Wes Briscoe.
Wes Briscoe for the gut check. Okay, you guys are going to do great. I'll let him know.
Wes Briscoe fought for his dream.
Briscoe becomes the first gut check contestant to win his gut check challenge matchup.
You know where Al is?
No, I don't know where Al is. I'm looking for Al. I got everybody looking for him.
I can do this if you need me to. I can stand in.
My answer is yes.
It's a no.
D'Lo, I know it's all in your hands right now.
My answer is yes.
Austin Aries was out to expose Brooke Hogan and Bully Ray.
I'll bet you never thought in a million years that one day you'd be Ms. Bully Ray.
Hogan wanted to know the truth.
You haven't trusted me from day one. You're confusing business with personal.
Your stick's gonna get broken tonight, Aries. So get ready for the fight of your life.
Look at you, laying there flat on your back, breathing heavy. Your hair's a mess. I mean, you kind of look like Brooke Hogan.
Is this business or is it personal? Impact Wrestling starts right now.
Talk about a buzzkill, huh? Yeah. Flanked by Kazarian and Daniels, here comes the it factor of professional wrestling. Bobby Roode, the longest reigning world champion in company history. He's got his shot to regain the gold this Sunday at Final Resolution. He challenges Jeff Hardy.
That's Sunday, but Todd, first tonight, we have a star-filled main event in the six-man tag. Not only will our world heavyweight champion Jeff Hardy be across the ring from his challenger this Sunday, Bobby Roode, but we'll also get a preview look at AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels. Their final match is Sunday at Final Resolution.
Okay, listen up, you chodes. Now, you know what? You may as well go ahead and call this Throwback Thursday, because what stands before you is the best part of the most dominant group in the history of Impact Wrestling. And that group was called Fortune. Now, you see, that's all in the past, and we're concerned about the future. And the future for us tonight and this Sunday is something none of you have ever experienced in your life. Victory.
You see, everywhere in the world, every single day, people make guarantees. From time to time, I make guarantees. But the difference between everybody else and the it factor is that when I make a guarantee, that guarantee becomes a reality. And the reality is that in 3 days at Final Resolution, I will once again be your World Heavyweight Champion. You see, because I made a very important investment, not only in myself, but I made a very important investment into the World Heavyweight Championship. And Jeff Hardy, you will find out.
that it does indeed pay to be rude. And speaking of guarantees, one more guarantee that I can make. This Sunday, I guarantee the Impact audience will see one last match between AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels. The winner will be known as the Better Man Forever, and the loser, well, let's be honest, the loser's name is going to be AJ Styles. You're right, that guy's going to lose, exactly. But I did have one more thing that I wanted to say to AJ face to face. So AJ, please, if you could come out here, let's talk like old friends. Just face to face, real quick, buddy. Come on out. I did. Come on, AJ. Come on. I just want to talk, just like pals. Come on. Let's blah 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 a little bit.
I guess AJ wants to blah, blah, blah. Ask and you shall receive. Here comes the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. He'll be on the opposite side of this big six-man tag match tonight. And then, of course, his huge match at Final Resolution, Mike.
It's the ultimate in bragging rights. They go to the winner on Sunday. Styles and Daniels, they've had some great matches, some classics through the years. The last one ever is Sunday at Final Resolution.
Definitely should be a doozy, as the kids say. Whenever these two men lock up, meaning Daniels and AJ, it's magic.
Chris, I know exactly what you're going to say. I know you better than you know yourself. You've been jealous of me since day one. Not because I've been spoon-fed anything here. I've earned everything I've gotten here at TNA. But that's just who you are. You're just a jealous individual. Always has been, always will be. Yeah. And throughout all the deception, all the lies, the fact is, this Sunday, if on your best day and my worst, you still couldn't beat me.
Oh, we're talking facts, huh? Facts. Okay, well, here's a fact. Here's a fact that you already knew. Every time I called you a loser for the last 18 months, deep down, you knew in your heart that I was right. And all of these losses that you've been piling up over the last year, losing at Bound for Glory, losing the Bound for Glory series, losing the opportunity to wrestle for the heavyweight championship for an entire year, it's not because of the evil machinations of Christopher Daniels or Frankie Kazarian or the Mafia or global warming or Obamacare. It's because you're a loser. And AJ, your worst nightmare, finding out that I'm better than you, your worst nightmare, in 3 days, that nightmare becomes a reality.
You know what the reality is? You talk too much.
Whoa! Looks like the time for talk is done. AJ taking down Daniels, but now the numbers game becomes an issue here.
Definitely not a smart move by AJ. I think he lets the emotions get the better of him there. Getting outnumbered, but
Let's even up the numbers game.
Cowboys in the house along with the charismatic Enigma.
Yeah, here comes the Calvary, a little preview for what's to come later tonight. In our main event, it's going to be a huge six-man tag team match.
6 of the top men right here in Impact Wrestling. As you said, gonna lock horns later tonight, so can't wait for that. Should be pretty heavy.
Cannot wait for that huge 6-man main event. That one is going to be action-packed. A lot of issues at play there. And speaking of which, Mike, just last week, Austin Aries made things very personal.
Todd, you were right. It was last week when Austin Aries had some very controversial comments. And those comments came during his X Division Championship match against RVD. Let's go back and let's check this out.
Look at you, Rob. So close, but you're the crash and burn. Look at you, laying there flat on your back, all sweaty, breathing heavy. Your hair's a mess. I mean, you kind of look like Brooke Hogan.
Well, Austin Aries obviously striking a tough nerve right there, went a little too far. And Bully Ray took exception, but Aries escaped that big bazooka known as Bully Ray. But speaking of big bazookas, look who's pulling up the rear.
And Taz, I can tell you, Austin Aries was PO'd because Bully Ray's interference cost him his shot at the X Division title.
And then these two, Aries was caught in the pickle, but then Hogan and Bully Ray just staring daggers. Look at these two. Look at the eye of the tiger by the Hulkster.
You know, when this all started out, when I started pointing out the tomfoolery, the shenanigans going on between Brooke Hogan and Bully Ray, it wasn't about either of them. It was about Hulk Hogan, about getting revenge for Hulk Hogan setting me up to fail and cost me the World Heavyweight Championship. And I did that, Hulk. I was pushing your buttons. I had a plan. You see, that plan was to recapture the X Division title and use that as my ticket to get back my World Heavyweight Championship. And that plan was going great. Until Bully Ray, you had to come down and you had to defend Brooke's honor and ruin it for me and cost me that match. Well, now, Bully, it is personal with you and me. I want you this Sunday at the pay-per-view. And Hulk Hogan, if you know what's good for you, you'll make that match happen. Because you know that I know all the buttons to push. And I won't stop pushing them until I get what I want.
And here you see the World Television Champion making his way to the ring. He steps up to the plate to face Divine of the Aces and Eights. The television title on the line next.
Impact Wrestling is brought to you by 5-Hour Energy for hours and hours of energy.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the Television Championship. Introducing first, representing Aces and Eights, Devon.
And Taz, here comes the Sergeant at Arms, Devon, a former television champion, but that's misleading. This man was never defeated for that title.
Well, exactly, and the thing with Devon, I mean, listen, this man knows how to win championships. He's done it his whole career, be it singles or tag team titles or what have you. And you got to be careful if you're Samoa Joe, the television champion, because wherever there's one Aces and Eights member, a lot of times there's others just floating around somewhere.
To your point, Devon, nearly 24 reigns as a World Tag Team Champion.
And his opponent from the Isle of Samoa, the Samoan Submission Machine, and your television champion, Samoa Joe.
When you want to talk about championships, you got to talk about this man, Samoa Joe. Very much a decorated champion. And you know, last week, there were no attacks by the Aces and Eights. And that's because this man stepped up to the plate and accepted this challenge.